Multiplayer. I said multiplayer, fucker. Alright. Let's see. So we're just gonna go ahead and knock out the builds first, and then we'll get to the team deathmatch gameplay. For the for the EM2, the build that I currently have consists of the Microflex LED, and these are really great builds that I find very useful. You guys can feel free to copy them if you like. So if you like the video, be sure to hit the like, smash that subscribe button, and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if there's something you wish to see as a build, let me know. I'll be glad to perform a model for that build, and doing with what I got or the best I can, and show some gameplay and future references of that build if that's what you wish to see. So without further ado, let's get into the build. For the EM2, we got the Microflex LED, we got the agency suppressor. Now I will say, if you don't have the Microflex LED, then just go with either the Quick Dot LED or the Cobra. But preferably the best would be the Microflex LED, and the reason why I say that is because when you aim down your sight, you can actually see outside of the scopes, where you can actually see, like if you're trying to do quick snaps, it's really good for that. But the way I look at it is that the optics are more of just preference of choice. Me personally, I like the Microflex LED. So then we got the agency suppressor for the flash concealment and the vertical control. The effective damage range and bullet velocity isn't gonna matter, so nothing really to worry about there, because the rest of the build makes up for it. So for right now, I'm rocking with the reinforced heavy to 25.1 inch for the bullet velocity and the effective damage range to make up for what the agency suppressor took off. So I'm kind of making up for that. But once I unlock Task Force, that is what I will be using, because it still makes up for more bullet velocity and effective damage range than what the reinforced heavy does, and it makes up more for what the agency suppressor takes off. Plus, it also gives you extra damage. So that is what I'll be using when I get to unlocking that. But for now, I'm just using the reinforced heavy. For the body, you don't really need a body, but it's like, those are just, to me, cosmetics. They don't really help that much with anything. But I have the steady aim laser just for the hell of it. Once I get the this is the one you want, the SFOD speed grip, but if you do not have it, it's okay. Personally, I'm going with the field agent grip for the extra vertical and horizontal control. If you don't have that, I would say go with just the foregrip for that extra horizontal control. And if you don't have the agency suppressor, go with either the suppressor or the muzzle brake, depending on if you have those. If you have those but you don't have this, but say you have these two, I'd go with either the suppressor or the Succumb Eliminator. But for now, I'm sticking with what I got, which is the agency suppressor. So yeah. For the mag, I'm using the 25 round speed mag, but that's going to change once I unlock the Salvo 30 round fast mag. Once I unlock that, that is what I'll be using. For now, I'm using the speed mag. If you don't have the speed mag, but you have these two, go with either the jungle grip if you're looking for that faster reload, or if you're looking for just a spray and pray, go to the 30 round mag. For this, I'm using the SASR jungle grip. I will be using the airborne once I unlock that, but for now, SAS, that's what I'm rocking with for that aim down sight time and the resistance to the flinch. So pretty much everything else does the same thing as this, but this just gives it the oomph that I'm looking for. And so when I'm shooting, I don't have to worry about when someone shoots me. I don't do that flinch. But you get my point. For the stock, I'm running the Marathon stock, but I will be running the Raider stock when it comes time to that. But for now, I'm running Marathon. You can either run, and if you don't have the Raider stock, you can either go that close quarter combat, or you can go with the Marathon. I'm actually going to go with close quarter combat, but it's the more sprint to fire time, because the Marathon does 10 and the close quarter combat pad does 30, so I'm just going to go with that 30. It's more sprint to fire time, so I'll be faster. And that completes that build for this. I don't know if you guys really care for the secondary, but just to show you what I'm working with here, it is the quick dot LED, it is the muzzle brake, it's the cavalry lancer, nothing there. I got the 20 round mag just for that extra ammunition, the speed tape, and that's it. Now I will have one shotgun build that I find very useful, and that is for this loadout that I have for the AK-74U, and that consists of the Microflex LED, the GRU suppressor, and that is like the key thing to this build, just so you know. The task force barrel for the extra damage and the bullet velocity and the effective damage range, which makes up for what the agency suppressor takes off. Now keeping in mind, if you don't, like I said, preference of choice for the optic, the muzzle, if you don't have this, then I'd go either SOCOM or sound suppressor. For the body, once again, steady aim laser. I think of it just as a cosmetic thing. You don't really need it, but I just do it on there just to make it look more different, I guess. I'm using the Spotnaz grip. The Spotnaz speed grip to me lacks more than what this does, because this gives you the better vertical and horizontal control, so that control really helps, versus having a sprinting moving speed and just horizontal control. I prefer to have both sets of control, so that's why I'm running the Spotnaz grip. If you don't have that, I'd say go bruiser grip or foregrip. And for the VDV 50 round fast mag, that is what I'm rocking there. Underneath the magazine, if you don't have that, I'd say go 40 round speed mag. If you don't have that, just go the taped mags if you have that. But otherwise, you want to use either the speed mag or the VDV 50 round mags. Preferably, this is what you're gonna need. But say like you have up to this, but you don't have this yet. That wouldn't hurt if you're looking for more of a reload quickness. But if you're looking for more benefits out of it, go with the speed mag because it gives you more benefits. For the handle, I am running the GRU elastic wrap for the aim down time, the flinch resistance, and the aim time going prone. It's very good for if you're doing drop shots or stuff like that. And if you're laying down, you're just straight up like a sniper. You could pick people off one by one, really easy with this. So that's why I like it. If you preferably don't have that, or if you have a different field preference, I'd go with the field grip for that aim down time and this the flinch resistance. If you don't have either the Spotnaz field grip or the Spotnaz or GRU elastic wrap, go with I'd say any of these three, but preferably you'd want that drop shot for that prone benefit. And for this, I'm rocking with the skeletal stock for that sprint to fire time and the movement speed. The whole point of the steady aim laser makes up for that hip fire accuracy. But if you don't have the skeletal stock, but you have this, go with this, because that's what I did until I unlocked this. But if you don't have either of those two, just go no stock for the spent fire time, because that's what you're mainly looking for there. But if you don't have that unlocked, go wire stock, because you're still getting the spent fire time. And that completes this build. Now for that shotgun build I was mentioning earlier on in the video, consists of, you're going to skip the optics, skip the muzzle, you're going to go to the task force barrel. If you don't have that, then I would suggest reinforced heavy or the hammer forged. But if you're looking to shoot faster, go with the fire forged. If you're looking for that, like the constant increased fire rate, that's what you're going to want. But if you're looking for a decent fire rate with an effective range, that reinforced is why I would suggest that. But me, I'm personally rocking for extra damage to try to get that one hit, one kill, especially if it's at point blank, they're gonna die. This gun will be a beast and people will hate it going up against it. Once again, for this build, I'm using the, not the steady aim this time, surprisingly. I'm using the SWAT 5mm MW laser sight, so for that hip fire accuracy. Now with this, I will say some people go with the Ember, but preferably I'm going with the SWAT laser. Then I got the Stagnatic 12 round tube for, you know, extra ammo and magazine ammo capacity, the max starting ammo, and max just ammo capacity overall. If you don't have it, I'd go with that. The 9 round tube, just go with that if you don't have the Stagnatic 12 round. If you have the Stagnatic 12 round, then go with that. That is something that is crucial to the build. Then for this, I'm rocking with the Airborne Elasticrap for the aim down time, the flinch resistance, and going prone. Like I said, with the AK-74U, you're like a sniper, you'll pick people off. So you got that drop shot ability as well, so that is why that is a vital. If you don't have it, then I'd say go drop shot wrap. And then for this, I have set up as no stock for the sprint to fire time being at 40%. Some people, if you don't have the no stock, then go with the wire stock. That's what I would preferably go to. Because that just gives you slide speed, and that gives you aim and moving. But preferably, you want to be fast and quick. So, wire stock to start with, if you have it. If you have no stock, then use it. If you don't have that unlocked, go with the wire stock. Those are the two I would strongly suggest. And that would complete that build. Now, like I said before, if you want to, feel free to copy these builds if you wish. You can go back, rewind it, pause it, copy it, and keeping in mind, a lot of my weapons are for the wildcard on all my builds. I'm using Gunfighter. Gunfighter unlocks 3 additional attachments for your primary weapons. So basically, if you start off with 5. If you're looking for an additional attachments, you're gonna want the Gunfighter to bring out the full potential of your weapons. So that way you have 8 attachments instead of just 5. For the secondary, that's why I keep the secondary. Well, the secondary you can't change; it's just 5 strictly. But the primary I go with as much as possible to be full potential of the weapon, and as much as possible for the attachments to bring out the best in the gun. So going on to the next weapon, once again Gunfighter is equipped, and we're looking at the Cobra red dot sight because I don't have the Microflex LED yet. Once I get that, that is what I'll be using. So like I said, preference of choice really. I'm actually going to go with quick dot for right now. So I have muzzle brake for the vertical control, but I'm actually going to swap that out with the suppressor. I meant to make these changes last night, but I was just so tired, I had to get to bed. So, reinforced barrel to make up for what the suppressor takes off, but keeping in mind on the suppressor, once I get the agency suppressor, that is what I'll be using. But for now I'm just using the standard suppressor. But to make up for what that suppressor takes off, I am using the reinforced heavy barrel. But once I unlock Task Force, that's what I'm going to be using for that extra damage and the bullet velocity and the effective damage range. Steady aim laser, you really don't need it, but if you're a person that likes to spray and pray and hip fire a lot, then it's pretty useful. I got the foregrip equipped because I was going to go with the field agent, and then once I unlock the FOD speed grip, that's what I'll be using there. But for now, I'm using foregrip. But once I unlock field agent grip, that's what I'll be using until I unlock this. Once I unlock this, this is what I'll be using for that sprint to fire, sprint move speed and the horizontal control. The magazine right now, I'm using the 35 round mag for just the extra ammo, but I'm actually going to swap that out to the 38 round speed mag. It's the same amount of ammo, but just faster reload. But once I get the salvo round fast mag, that is the key thing to this build, and that is why I'm going to do what I can to unlock it, and when I do, I will equip it and never take it off. And yet again, Gunfighter is still in play on all builds. For this, I got the field tape equipped. I will be going for the elastic once I get that, but for now I'm running field tape. But I'm actually going to go with drop shot wrap because it gives me the flinch resistance and the aim while prone. So drop shot you'd want. The stock I have tactical, but I'm actually going to swap that out to marathon because that's all I got really for sprint to fire time. Sprint to fire time is a key thing for a lot of these builds, because if you're running around, running gun, you want to be able to pull out that gun quickly and erase your enemy as quickly as possible. So yeah. Alright, so once again I have that same shotgun build equipped there. Now for this, I'm using the Battle Bronze XM4. For those who don't know what the Battle Bronze is, it's actually the XM4. So the build that I have set up for this gun is the Microflex LED. If you don't have it, go with the Quick Dot or the Cobra yet again. Or if you have a different preference, that's fine too. Then I got the agency suppressor equipped. I had SOCOM equipped, but I realized I just unlocked this recently. So I unlocked this last night right before I got off, and I meant to equip it but forgot to. But this is what I'm rocking with for the concealment and the vertical control. But however, if you don't have it, go with the suppressor. Reinforced barrel to get that bullet velocity and effective damage range. Once I unlock Task Force, then that is what I'll be going with. Steady aim laser, field agent grip. We're gonna go with the 35 round speed mag. But this is what we will want is the salvo 45 round fast mag. So for now, I'm actually gonna keep the 40 round mag. Whoops. Then we got the SASR jungle grip, which I need to get the airborne elastic, because that's what I need for this build, but I don't have it yet. So SARS, or you can go drop shot. I'm actually gonna go drop shot. And then the buffer tube. If you don't have Raider pad, buffer tube is what you need. I will be going for Raider pad when I get to it, but for now I'm going buffer tube. If you don't have radar pad or buffer tube, go with wire stock. And then for this shotgun build, for the street, well, the whatever it's called, what is this called? The street sweeper. We skip the first two. We go hammer forged barrel. We go with the, well, because it's like kind of got that quick fire rate, so we want to improve the fire rate. So you have a choice. You can go with the damage or you can go with the fire rate. I'm gonna go damage on this. Then I got the steady aim laser, the static drum round, airborne, and that's it for that. And we'll get to these next builds in my next video. For now, if you guys liked the video, be sure to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below with that. Without further ado, this is Brad McCann. Take care. See you in the next video.